What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream on Twitch over. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound. So come by and say hello. Okay, so I usually do this. I think I've been doing it every month since the beginning of the year. So now that we're in March, I wanted to make a little update on what the current APR for DEC is. Now we're in a bit of a weird period here just because of SPS being a little bit lower. The market's kind of down today, but let's go ahead and I did some of the math for you guys already. So, but just to kind of rehash it, I used for my example $100. If you were to take $100 US and invest it, right, or invest it into DEC. So I can take that, divide it by the current price of DEC listed up here on Splinter Cards at 0.00324. That gets you roughly 30,864 DEC tokens, which convert to 30,864 airdrop points. Now, what is that going to do for the remainder of the airdrop? Well, if everything were to stay the same, you would be getting 2.6 SPS airdrop to you per day. So 2.6 times the current value of SPS, which is 0.119, gets you, we'll just call this 31 cents. 31 cents on a daily basis. Now, if I were to multiply that, divide that by the $100 investment that you first put in, this is your daily APR. And if we look at it, I guess it's weird to say daily APR, but this is like your daily percentage return. Multiply it by the 365 to get your actual APR. And that puts us at almost 113%. So I have to admit that I was wrong. I was wrong about holding DEC. So if you held on to it and you didn't listen to me, I mean, I'm happy for you. Now, why did this not fall off a cliff the way that I was expecting it to? And to be clear, DEC did fall off a cliff. I mean, the entire market kind of collapsed, but DEC especially came down from 1.5 cents in October and is down like 80% now, or almost 80%. Not to mention SPS is down almost 90% from that recent high as well. So it's not looking good across the board for a lot of tokens, from Bitcoin on down. But from an APR standpoint, what has been interesting to see here is the fact that Chaos Legion sales have actually been way slower than anticipated. And that was something, that I didn't really factor in. When I was looking at this, I thought, well, if Chaos Legion sells out relatively quickly, and relatively quickly could have been within like a couple of weeks or even a month, we are now going on, almost 2 months at this point that Chaos Legion has been available for sale. And we are crawling like at a snail's pace, doing 20K packs per day when there's still over 7 million packs remaining. So again, I'm not going to get into the timeline for that. We can do that, save that for another video. But for here, what does that mean for us? Well, we are not we are not buying as many packs, or therefore many packs are not making it onto, the general market, and therefore eating up airdrop points, because each pack is worth 300 airdrop points. And the other thing too is people are not opening the packs they have. So granted, the amount of collection power you'd have, right? Because when you open a pack, you no longer get the 300 airdrop points for the pack, right? That disappears and is replaced by the 5 cards that are put into circulation. If you get a basic deck, right, which is just a common card, 4 common cards and a rare card, the amount of collection power that's giving you across the 4 common cards is 20, plus 20 for the rare card. So that's only 40 airdrop points compared to holding the pack, which gets you 300. So it's one of those things where we're not opening many packs, and I'm sure a lot of the packs that got opened, I don't know where the average necessarily sits if the 300 is higher than what the average for a pack would be. Obviously, some packs are going to come with a gold foil legendary, and all of a sudden that's getting you 12,500 just that card alone, right? Or actually any legendary card. Anytime you open up a legendary card, that's going to give you 500 collection power, which is equivalent to like 500 airdrop points. So more than what you would be holding for the pack just with that legendary card. So again, what you get in the packs varies. The amount of airdrop points that are hitting the system is probably constantly shifting. We're probably losing some airdrop points because packs are being opened, right? Because packs are being opened, and therefore some of them, or maybe the average is bringing down from that 300 of actually opening the pack. So where does that leave us? Let's go back to where we started here. 113% holding DEC right now. If you were to invest at this time or around this price, 3.2, I guess I should say 0.0032 or 3.2 for $3.24 for 1,000 DEC. Maybe I should increase my example to 1,000 DEC, but the numbers would be the same here. We'd still be getting the same percentage. So 113%. It's still not a bad idea. Now, we have roughly 4 months remaining, maybe a little bit more than 4 months remaining, as the airdrop will go through July. So we are now in the last third of this airdrop. And, at this point, I don't see many catalysts for really, packs getting bought in huge quantities. I don't see us selling out before the airdrop. So that's going to make for an interesting kind of dynamic towards the end of the airdrop, where people will be once the airdrop is done, people may no longer have an incentive to hold on to packs. And if we're only at 9 or 10 million packs at that point, what'll be interesting to see is if people will continue to hold, even though there's no benefit for them to hold, or if there will be a lot of risk takers who will open packs at that point, right? Because they no longer have the benefit of the airdrops coming into them. And if they are impatient and don't want to wait for the speculation for Chaos Legion to sell out, that'll be an interesting dynamic once that hits. Obviously, anything can change. There could be some crazy amount of new player base that joins, and things could sell out in a matter of months, as we saw happen last summer. But I'm just not seeing that right now because the general market is kind of cold, and obviously, as I mentioned before, there are extending waiting circumstances and global conflict that are obviously taking our attention away, and for good reason, right? So that's all I have in this video today. Just wanted to share with you. I was surprised seeing this number here, but again, hopefully the explanation that I gave and the reasons that I gave made sense as to why it is staying above 100%. And actually, I think this is a little bit higher, slightly higher than where it was even a month ago when I recorded the last video. So if you have any thoughts, or if you're thinking something different than I am, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments section below. Otherwise, have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.